Hey guys, Brandon here, and this is my brother's aquarium that we set up, I believe, a year and a half ago. So it's actually, we've been having some trouble with it when we first set it up, but now that it's become very established, it's been doing incredibly well. We have an entire ecosystem set up in here with a lot of live plants. So the main star of the aquarium here, who my camera has trouble picking up because of how dark he is Gus. He's a Betta that has been doing pretty well. Originally, when we got him, he had some fin rot problems, and which did mess up his fins for quite a bit, but did make a great recovery as well. There's also a really good population of endlers in here. We probably have like a dozen generations at this point, and we do have a lone neon tetra as well. We originally did have some crayfish in here, but they didn't do as well. And the crayfish we did get were a kind that didn't live as long anyway. But since then, we've mostly just let it go wild with endlers. There's many different kinds in here. There's some that are almost a albino color like this one. And then there's some darker ones as well, more the normal color, like an orange, black, and green. And then there's these little platinum ones. I don't think they're technically albino because they do have some sort of pigments, but they are a very unique color that I haven't seen many of before. Originally, we also had this little house for our Betta Gus too. It has this cool little attachment on it where it sends air from down here, not only through the sponge filter, which is behind that, but up through the chimney, which is a really neat feature. One of our neighbors was throwing out an old aquarium, which I didn't really have the space for it, but they had some of these cool little pieces as well. They had this tree house, which I think it's like made by the same people or in the same line, I guess, as this house here, and I knew my brother would like it, and the fish love hiding inside of this thing too. There's also this little tree stump in the back that the fish enjoy playing around with too. There's a lot of plants though, which I love in here. So we just have some black sand in it, which is very easy for all the plants to root into. So there's a lot of vallisneria all around the tank, and it gives a lot of area for the baby endlers to hide. There's a lot of really tiny ones back here, which I love. There's also this big Anubias plant that lives in this rock. We got this Anubias plant several months ago, and it's been doing pretty well besides this dead leaf that's over here. Besides that, there's a ton of duckweed at the top with a very thick amount of roots. Gus, the Betta, loves to blow bubble nests in the duckweed, and the fish love to hide in it as well, especially the baby fry. Because lots of the time little pieces of food will get stuck in between the duckweed that most of the fish can't get to. Hold on, let's feed these guys too. They love to eat this flake food. It's just the basic, like, I don't know, the PetSmart brand of it, but these guys love it. They'll eat this stuff all day if we let them. But all the little fish, Gus really doesn't care about eating the fry in here, so lots of the time the slightly larger fry, like that dude over there, he'll still come up to the top and get some food to eat. One thing we made sure to do is lots of the fish in here, especially the tetra and the endlers, love a lot of open swimming space, so we made sure a large portion of the tank is just open area for them to be in. But Gus, overall for a Betta, is pretty relaxed. Occasionally he can be a bit tutorial, so what we do is, territorial, I'm an idiot. So with Gus being a little bit territorial, we usually like to have some areas where he can come back here and hide, or sometimes the fish can, so they don't have to watch each other all day. And the last thing is, a couple weeks ago I put some Pothos in here that will hopefully start growing and filtering the water. It hasn't rooted in very much, but it'll probably start doing that as time goes on. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys all next week.